Good morning, my dear students. So we know that in the previous class we have studied about the South Indian dynasties. In that, Pallavas and afterwards Chalukyas of Badami. So we have studied in the previous class. And today's class we are going to learn the two more dynasties of the South Indian dynasties here. So that is Cholas and afterwards Rashtrakutas. Okay, so in that first we are going to learn about Cholas dynasty here. Okay, and here, so these Cholas dynasty also here the supreme political rulers. The dynasties means nothing but in that the rulers of this Cholas dynasty, they were the supreme political rulers here. Okay, and here they ruled South India for about 4 centuries here. See how many centuries means nothing but they have ruled here nearly 4 centuries. See how many centuries the Cholas dynasty ruled means nothing but nearly about 4 centuries they have ruled here. Okay, and also during their period they made the place called here Tanjavur. Which one here? Tanjavuru, okay, of Tamil Nadu. See, Tanjavur of Tamil Nadu was the capital city of the Cholas dynasty here. Okay, so which was the dynasty means nothing but Tanjavur of Tamil Nadu here. Okay, and who was the founder of this dynasty means nothing but here that is Vijayalaya. See, Vijayalaya. See, Vijayalaya Chola. See, was the founder of this dynasty called here Cholas dynasty here. Okay, and they were using the different languages called here Tamil and afterwards Sanskrit here. So which of the languages they used means nothing but here Tamil and afterwards Sanskrit. Okay, during their period they used these languages for the administrative purpose also, and also they used as the official languages. Okay, in this dynasty here or during their period, and also so many of the rulers ruled in this dynasty. See among them here, so who were famous kings among these rulers means nothing but we are going to see the 2 important rulers in this dynasty called means nothing but that is Rajaraja. See, Rajaraja Chola, and afterwards one more famous king was here Rajendra Chola here. Okay, see who were the famous kings of this dynasty means nothing but here. So we are going to see 2 famous kings in this dynasty called means nothing but Rajaraja Chola and afterwards Rajendra Chola here. So let's see about the Rajendra Chola. Okay, see we know that he was a brave and afterwards efficient administrator. So during the period of Cholas dynasty here. See compared to the other rulers of this Cholas dynasty, see he was very much brave and afterwards very efficient and honest administrator. Who means nothing but here Rajendra Chola here. Okay, and also he had a powerful and powerful land army and also powerful navy army also during his period or during his administration. He had a strong army also here. See what kind of, in that also we are going to see 3 kinds of armies here. See army and afterwards navy and afterwards air force. See it means nothing but in that, so he had a strong land army and also here one more is navy army also. Who means nothing but Rajendra Chola in his period. Okay, and also during his period he built a temple called here. So which temple he built during his period means nothing but that is Brihadishwara. Okay, see Brihadishwara temple. Okay, the famous temple called here Brihadishwara temple also built during the period of whom is nothing but during the period of Rajendra Chola here. Okay, so let's learn about Rajaraja Chola here. See, who was he means nothing but he was also a famous ruler of Chola's dynasty here. And also I told here, so there were two famous rulers in among the Chola's rulers here. So they were Rajaraja Chola and Rajendra Chola. See, Rajaraja Chola was also one of the famous king of the Chola's dynasty here. And also he was the son of whom is nothing but here Rajaraja Chola here. Okay. See, he was the son of here Rajendra Chola. Sorry, he was the son of Rajendra Chola. Who here? Rajaraja Chola here. Okay. And during his period, he made conquest of North India as its prominent achievement also here. Okay, which was the prominent achievement of the Rajaraja Chola during his period means nothing but he conquered the what means nothing but North India. Okay, during his period he invaded on North India and also he conquered the North India. That was the greatest achievement. See, whose means nothing but the Rajaraja's Chola's greatest achievement was conquering the North India here. Okay, and also by memory of this, so when he conquered the North India here, by the remember that one here or to memory of that one here, he assumed the title called here what? Gangai Konda. See, who assumed the title called here? Rajaraja Chola. What is that means? Gangai Konda. See, when he assumed this title, Gangai Konda means nothing but, see, when he conquered the North India, when he conquered the North India here, so then he assumed the title called here Gangai Konda here. Okay, and also he built during his period he built a new capital city called here Gangai Konda Cholapuram also here. And also he built a what here? Capital city. Who built a capital city during his period means nothing but Rajaraja Chola built a what city means nothing but capital city called here Gangai Konda Cholapuram. So which one here? See, Gangai Konda Cholapuram. See, who built this capital city means nothing but Rajaraja Chola built this capital city during his period here. Okay, and also he built a big temple of Shiva. Also he built Shiva temple. It was a huge temple here. So it was also built by here who? Rajaraja Chola here. Okay, and also for the purpose of irrigation. Okay, during his period here, for the purpose of irrigation to the capital city called means nothing but Gangai Konda Cholapuram here, he built a tank here, that is we call here Chola Gangam. Okay, Chola Gangam. See, what was this Chola Gangam means nothing but it was a tank name here. It was a tank name. Why means nothing but to provide the irrigation facilities. To provide the irrigation facilities here, he has built a tank called here Chola Gangam here. Okay, during his period. Okay, and also he won the Sri Vijaya kingdom of Sumatra also. That was also a greatest achievement of the Rajaraja Chola. So what kingdom he has won means nothing but he has won the Sri Vijaya's kingdom of Sumatra. Sri Vijaya's kingdom of Sumatra here, he won that what here? Kingdom also. That was also a greatest achievement of the Rajaraja Chola here. Okay, so these are the highlights of here Rajaraja Chola and afterwards Rajendra Chola here. Okay, Rajendra Chola was also one of the famous kings of Chola's dynasty and he built a huge temple called here Brodhishwara temple during his period. And also during the period of Rajaraja Chola, okay, he was also assumed the title called here Gangai Konda here. Okay, and also here he has built the capital city called means nothing but Gangai Konda Cholapuram also, and he has also built here huge temple called here Shiva temple, and also to give the irrigation facilities, so he has built a tank called here what here Chola Gangam. What tank here? The name of the tank is here Chola Gangam here. So these are the highlights of both famous rulers, and during their period also they have also contributed to the different fields here during their period. So what did they contribute means nothing but to the field of literature. Okay, to the field of literature. So what did they contribute means nothing but, see here, so in their period it was also considered, it's a golden period here. So their period was also considered here golden period, okay, for the Tamil literature and also culture. Okay, for the Tamil literature and culture. So by that here their what period we have considered here the golden period here. Okay, and they gave priority to develop what devotional literatures also during their period. Okay, so what did they for what they gave the priority means nothing but here, so they gave priority to the devotional literatures. Okay, and for example Periya Puranam. So by seeing or by when we read about the Periya Puranam here, so it is considered as the devotional literature. So by seeing this here, so we can say here they have contributed to the what means nothing but devotional literature also. Okay, and also we are going to see here Periya Puranam. So Periya Puranam, so it was a devotional literature. The later here we are also going to see Kamba Ramayana. See Kamba Ramayana of Kamban. See Kamba Ramayana of Kamban. Okay, was also a popular, okay, which was written in this period. During this period this was also written by the Kamban. Which one? Kamba Ramayana. So that is also contribution towards the literature here. Okay, and during whose period means nothing but during the Cholas period. Okay, and then let's come to know about their rural administration. So when we come to the administration part of the Cholas dynasty, so they have also given good administration here. Okay, so first we are going to see about the rural administration of the Cholas dynasty here. Okay, and they have efficient and afterwards ideal administration here. So who had efficient and ideal administration means nothing but Cholas rulers. They had here very efficient administration and also very ideal administration also here. Okay, and also here by seeing their administration here, the British officers who here the British officers also appreciated their administration. Okay, it means nothing but the British officers appreciated their administration means nothing but then we can come to know here how was their administration here. It was very efficient and it was also a ideal administration here. So that was because of that reason only it was praised by the who here British officers. Okay, and also their contribution, see their administration was similar to the present panchayat system also. Okay, so their administration was equal to today's panchayat system. Okay, so why did we start that panchayat system is nothing but for the rural development also we have started that panchayat system here. Okay, see their administration was equal to or similar to what means nothing but that panchayat system. Whose administration here? Chola's administration. Okay, and also their administration was done by respective Grama Sabhas here. Okay, the administration was also done by here respective what here Grama Sabhas, and the members of this were elected. In the Grama Sabhas here, the members of that Grama Sabha, they were all elected members. Okay, then who are going to elect them is nothing but the people are going to elect the members of the Grama Sabha also here. Okay, and also the committees of a few members, were formed here, and also definitive functions were also assigned to them here. So they formed some committees also here. Committees of few members they have formed here, and also they have assigned them some what functions. They have assigned some functions also here. Okay, where in the Grama Sabha. And also these committees had to give account of their expenditures also here. Okay, not only they have to do the work here, they have to give the account of their expenditures also here. So for what purpose they have expenditured the money here, so that also they have to give here. Okay, that is also their responsibility. And also the ineligible members were also kept out of the Grama Sabha here. If they did not work efficiently, so they kept out of the Grama Sabha here. Okay, see, it means nothing but they are all elected. They are all elected by the members here, elected by the people. So they have to work very efficiently. So they have to give their service to the people. If they did not work promptly, if they did not work honestly, then they would be kept out of Grama Sabha here. Okay, so this is about the administrative, rural administration of the Cholas dynasty here. Okay, or Cholas rulers. Then also they have contributed to the field of architecture. Okay, architecture and sculpture. Architecture and afterwards sculpture. Then what did they contribute to the field of architecture and afterwards sculpture? It means nothing but during their period we are going to see here what means nothing but see, during their period, so they have given contribution to the architecture, that is here statue of Nataraja. See, statue of Nataraja, and afterwards Kalinga Mardhan, Nurtya. See, Kalinga Nrutya. These are the bronze statues here. These two are the bronze statues. The statues made up of bronze here. Okay, which one? The statue of Nataraja, and afterwards the Kalinga Mardana Nrutya statue here. Okay, and also we are going to see here the Brihadishwara temple. So during the period of Rajendra Chola here. See, during the period of whom here? Rajendra Chola, he built a huge temple called here Brihadishwara temple. So as I have already told in the previously, it means nothing but when I was introducing about the Rajendra Chola, I told about the Brihadishwara temple also here. So during his period, he built that Brihadishwara temple also here. Okay, and one more the example for their architecture, that is what here? Brihadishwara. See, Brihadishwara temple. Okay, so it was in Tanjavur. And also it is the biggest and afterwards highest temple in India. So which one? Brihadishwara temple. It was the very huge temple, and also what here? The highest temple in India. Which one? Brihadishwara temple here. And also we are going to see Shiva temple. Shiva temple of Gangaikonda Cholapuram. Gangaikonda Cholapuram. See, we know that who has built means nothing but during the period of Rajaraja Chola, he built a huge temple called here Shiva temple. Where means nothing but in the place called Gangaikonda Cholapuram. See, then Gangaikonda Cholapuram was also a capital city which was built by Rajaraja Chola during his period here. Okay, so these are the contributions they gave to the field of architecture and afterwards sculpture also. What means nothing but here statue of Nataraja and also Kalinga Mardana Nrutyam statue, both are in bronze. And also we are going to see the huge temples called here Brihadishwara temple and also Shiva temple. Okay, so Brihadishwara temple was also a biggest and the highest temple in India, and afterwards Shiva temple, it was built by whom is nothing but Rajaraja Chola, where means nothing but in the capital city called here Gangaikonda Cholapuram here. So these are the highlights of what here? Chola's dynasty here. Okay, see, then what did we learn in this Chola's dynasty is nothing but they have ruled nearly how many centuries, Mitha? Nearly they have ruled 4 centuries here. And Tanjavuru of Tamil Nadu was the capital city of whom here? Chola's rulers. And who was the founder of that dynasty is nothing but Vijayalaya Chola was the founder of this dynasty. Okay, and who were the famous rulers of this dynasty is nothing but Rajaraja Chola and afterwards Rajendra Chola here. So during the period of Rajaraja Chola and also Rajendra Chola, so they have contributed in the field of architecture and sculpture and also to the field of literature. In the field of literature we have seen here devotional literature called here Periya Puranam. Okay, and also one more here Kamba Ramayana of Kamban. Okay, and when we come to their rural administration, so we have seen their rural administration was equal to the panchayat system also, and their system was appreciated by the British officers also here. Okay, and they have contributed to the field of architecture and sculpture. What means statue of Nataraja and Kalinga Mardana Mrityu, what Nritya statue here, and after Burudeshwara temple and afterwards Shiva temple here. So these are the contributions of Chola's dynasty here. Okay, so the remaining dynasty called here Rashtrakutas dynasty we are going to learn in next session here. Okay, thank you.